episode number 4 of the Marvel Watch-Alongs here at the Illuminerdi. We're ready to watch episode 4 of Loki, and we cannot wait because we are more than halfway through, and it should get more and more exciting. I'm Braxton Timberlake. With me is Caitlin.
Hey, everybody.
Joining us is Richard.
What's up?
And rounding out the quartet is my man TC.
What's up, everybody?
And we got Josh and the ones and twos hooking us up behind the scenes, producing the show. So show him some love. And let's get into Loki. So last episode, Lamentis, was definitely a departure from what we saw before. Let's talk a little bit about how the episode sat with us. Obviously, we talked about it directly after the show. We've had a week to kind of think about it. Richard, what do you think? What were your early thoughts on Lamentis?
I mean, definitely a slower episode. I mean, you're going to get those pretty much in every series. I kind of I sort of like the character development that we got between Loki and Sylvie. We didn't get a ton of it, obviously. We still don't know a lot about who Sylvie is, but I mean, obviously my favorite part was that big reveal at the end that the whole variant thing at the TVA. So we'll have to see how that plays out because that's going to be really big going forward.
Absolutely, absolutely. TC, what were your thoughts on the episode?
Zero TVA, which I thought was strange. It was all character development with Loki and Sylvie. I thought their conversations were cool, but like Richard said, the episode was a bit slower. Kind of felt a little fillerish to me, but I mean, I get it. We needed to learn about Sylvie and all about her and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, the big reveal is that variants don't know their variants, or they don't know that they're working for the TVA against their will, basically. So that was cool. I'm excited to see. Yeah, no big deal. I'm excited to see what's going to happen on this new episode, though.
There we go. And one of the Illuminerdi's greatest minds, Caitlin, what are your thoughts on the episode?
I didn't mind that it was a little slow. I think last week Brandon was on here and we both said it felt very Doctor Who, and I'm a fan of that, so I was okay with it because I enjoyed the banter between Sylvie and Loki. I liked that someone was able to actually have Loki on his toes. I really liked that Loki felt Asgardian in a way that we really haven't experienced before, even in the Thor films. And yeah, I think that reveal about all the TVA agents being variants is like huge and has crazy big implications for the TVA as a whole and possibly for Sylvie herself.
Absolutely.
Are you talking about when he threw his drink down? He was like, another.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
right?
and then also I loved him just singing in Asgardian. I thought that was very cool.
That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So my thoughts on the episode. So when I first watched it, I loved the visual effects. I love the new planet. I mean, it just seemed like something that was totally fresh. It's not something I've seen in like Star Trek. It's not something I've seen in Star Wars. It just felt like just its own kind of thing, which is cool, and it made my imagination run like, wow, where could this go in future projects? However, after rewatching the episode during the week, I must admit that I'm not happy with it. I thought it was boring. I thought it was crappy. And I thought that, TC, you were 100% right. It's not kind of filler. It was definitely filler. Like, the amount of information we actually got out the episode was, like, very, very minimal. And the reveal we got from Sylvie could have, like all the stuff that they could have revealed could literally be wrapped up in, like, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So, I really don't. And with it's a 6-episode series, right? So it's that's 1/6 of the show. You're kind of almost doing nothing, and we're not getting any TVA, like you said, TC, and we're not getting all the other questions answered. And even Sylvie, I mean, like, we kind of got like what she's about, but really we still don't even know. Like it's still a complete mystery, All we know is that she might not be completely evil, But hey, that's just me. If y'all loved it, that's fine. I'm just waiting to see what comes next this time. So let's talk a little bit about Lady Loki. She was a couple cool reveals. We'll bring them up. One of the cool reveals is that we found out that she can only enchant people if she touches them. How do you think she might play in this?
Which was a very odd scene when she kind of embraced Loki. I was like, this is a little romantic there when she.
Oh yeah, we thought that was weird too.
Tried to
when we were watching.
No, there was legitimate sexual tension between Loki and Loki.
I know,
yeah.
It's some stuff.
Which, of course, it would be between them.
One of the biggest narcissists in the MCU. So
exactly. Like if it's gonna be between anybody, it's gonna be between two Lokis.
Right.
Hey, and leave it to Marvel. Leave it to Marvel.
Yep.
So another cool element of the episode was the train. And I help me out. Maybe you guys can give me the answers to this. during the episode, actually, Josh brought up that it reminded him of Snowpiercer, and it's completely accurate. Like watching it the second time, I thought it was just like, oh yeah, it's a train kind of Snowpiercer, but really like you saw the, it's really like poor and suffering people waiting to get on the train, and then the Lokis get on the train, and they're on like the straight party bus, like and there's
Little Hunger
mad
Games,
space
right?
and drinks going around. Right. So what do you guys think the significance is that, if there is any at all? Because I just thought it was like an interesting almost statement to make out of nowhere.
Well, if I remember correctly, and I might be remembering this wrong, Josh did a bit of research during the show about what the planet or moon was, and it was attached to the Kree, I believe.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't necessarily be a shock to me that part of the Kree Empire is gonna be super classist like that, because they're super sketchy from everything we've seen.
You got a little bit of teases of that with Guardians and a tiny bit in Captain Marvel, so yeah. Makes sense.
Absolutely. And then finally, the episode left off on a cliffhanger. The ship exploded, and it seems like they're trapped on this doomed planet. Where are we going from here?
It's kind of a literal cliffhanger if you really think about it in every sense of the word. The whole planet about to be destroyed and everything. But you know what's funny? At least for me, what I'm thinking, I don't think we're gonna be on Lamentis a lot longer. In like maybe in the beginning of this episode, we'll have to obviously see how they get off. But I can't imagine that there's gonna be a lot more story told on Lamentis, just because they're gonna have to move the story forward some way.
I'm curious how they're going to save them, because it feels like they've kind of established and broken rules throughout the show, and some of it is kind of that unreliable narrator aspect of the TVA. But even what you were saying earlier, Brax, of Sylvie needing to touch someone to enchant them, does she though? Because we saw her move from person to person with the enchantments in episode 2, where she wasn't physically touching them, but the person she was enchanting at the time would touch the next person. And it's been established that they can't do anything that's going to draw the TVA to this doomed place, because they can't make enough like variant noise or whatever. So if the TVA does notice them, it's going to again be kind of like, okay, so you're breaking the rules that you've already established. How does this work?
Yeah. So the consensus sounds like we're going to get some more TVA in this episode. What about Mobius? What is going on with him? Is he part of the TVA program? Is he going to break free and kind of help Loki out? What do we see with that character? Because I was expecting to see some more stuff with him last episode, and we got no Owen Wilson.
Yeah, there's only 3 episodes left, so I hope we get a big dose of the TVA. And hopefully, Loki and him, he snaps out of it, or he realizes what's going on and that he's actually a variant himself. And maybe they start to put the pieces of the puzzle together, and we start to see Loki try to talk to the other variants and kind of snap them out of it as well. I do think they're going to get off Lamentis. I think we need to get going here. So either they fix the thing that got burnt out, or I don't know, they'll figure it out. But there was some teases of, I don't want to say it because I don't want to spoil anything, but I think we'll get off Lamentis for sure.
By the way, the episode's up, and it's called The Nexus Event. It says frayed nerves and paranoia infiltrate the TVA as Mobius and Hunter B-15 search for Loki and Sylvie.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
All right, I'm liking this. It's a little longer than last week too, 49 minutes.
I think the real question is Mobius's love of jet skis the actual person bleeding through?
Right? Is that Owen Wilson coming into the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
It's a very Owen Wilson thing to say. That whole speech about jet skis, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna pay off. It's got to pay off.
It has to.
Yeah.
It's
going to end with
weird.
him on a wave runner.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting peak Owen Wilson in this.
Or a banana boat.
Banana
boat. That'd be great.
I can see it.
Me
All right,
too.
so do you think we get more about Sylvie's real origin story this episode? Do you think they're going to save it kind of for like it's Agatha all along 5th episode?
I can't imagine we don't get something, because I didn't actually watch the teases from the last week. I wanted to be surprised like everybody else, but I know we do get some kind of flashback to like kid Sylvie or like young Sylvie at some point. So I'll be curious to see how far they go into that.
Absolutely.
I've kind of liked how enigmatic she is, and it's not even necessarily that she's like trying to be. It truly feels like she doesn't really remember everything, like, because she even said she doesn't really remember her mom. And we said a lot last week, it's like, what's her plan, and it really seems like maybe she did reveal her plan, and her plan is just to destroy the TVA, and that's it. And I almost feel like having a character that's really that cut and dry would be interesting, especially if they're supposed to be a Loki.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What do you guys think about, in my imagination, when I was thinking of like when they start introducing variants or whatever you want to call them, or other versions of characters, I thought that they kind of look similar. So I just think it's interesting that we got a blonde hair, blue eye Sylvie who doesn't look anything like Tom Hiddleston. What do you guys think of that? Is there any significance for that? We can kind of like give us a little preview of what might happen in the future.
I think it's really interesting. I think the fact that there's been a lot of variant Lokis and they do look different based on like the holograms in episode 2 is also interesting. I think it sets up a lot of possibilities with not only Loki, but also just future multiverse-based Marvel projects in a really interesting way. I am curious about why this version of Loki is like Lady Loki. What in her timeline changed to affect that?
I think it's super cool that the different versions of Loki are kind of not just, Tom Hiddleston himself transformed a little bit. Kind of like, the Spider-Verse. You have Spider-Man with 6 arms. You have Spider-Ham, Spider-Pig, or whatever like that. So I think it's cool.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. It's cool to see like, a female Loki, and maybe we're going to see like I think we saw like a tease of like a Hulk type big Loki. So I think it's cool.
And
those
that really,
are cool variants.
Absolutely. Something that really stuck with me after last episode when she told Loki that don't call her Loki. And it really made me think, well, if that's not even how she identifies, like, is she actually even Loki? Like, how does that work?
She knew what a Loki was.
Right.
It seemed like it.
I mean, yeah, it where did the name Sylvie come from? And why is that what she wants to go by? Yeah.
Did she come up with it herself? Was it given to her by somebody, or I don't know?
Marvel, we need answers.
Yeah, we do.
And one more person I wanted to bring up, who's kind of fell to the background, is Judge Renslayer. Do you think we'll get any more of her this episode? And what are your guys' theories about how she's going to tie in? Everyone's saying Kang the Comic Book, but like just in a more immediate way, how do you think she's going to really tie into the next few episodes?
Well, she's in the thumbnail, so we got to get her. But Caitlin, you go first.
I think she's going to be one of the characters that's legitimately tied into the Timekeepers. I think the Timekeepers are so sketchy because they are framed as these heroic beings, but really it's like you've somehow controlled everything with no oversight, and we're just supposed to be okay with that, and you're also lying a lot. So I'm so curious how Renslayer plays into it. And maybe it is connected to Kang the Conqueror. Maybe it's connected to something else. But I do think she is connected to it in a way that, like, maybe she's one of the few people in the TVA that actually knows what's going on.
Sure.
Do you think she's maybe the main villain of the show? She could end up being that. I mean, with all the Kang stuff and
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. There's two different things. Like, one, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, she's really like a movie actress. So like it would seem that they're just really setting her up to be in movies in the future. But the second thing that I think about with her is that she said herself that she's the only one who talks to the Timekeepers.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Right, that's sketch in and of itself.
Exactly.
Pretty
she says they dictate.
Definitely sus.
Then she dictates their dictations, right?
Yeah.
GMR is sus.
Exactly, right? So she could be corrupt. Like anywhere along that chain, things could be going wrong.
Do you guys think that at the end of the series they're going to reveal like who's the Timekeeper, if the Timekeepers are even alive at this point? You think we'll find out like either it's, the Judge, or I wouldn't say Mobius, the Miss Minutes? That's another theory I've been hearing, that Miss Minutes is actually
definitely sketch.
Miss Minutes is like alive, but not. I would love an explanation for that because that was super weird, and we just brushed by it really quick.
We have to get an explanation on her.
Marvel's made a pattern of kind of doing the Scooby-Doo thing where the villain tears off their mask and they're like, you know, you didn't get me all along. So I'm definitely expecting some kind of like reveal that's going to make us be like, oh, duh, at the end. You know?
I feel like
that was really good.
yeah, I feel like with Loki, you almost need a reveal that makes you like just want to face palm and be like, of course, because of that whole like God of Mischief thing. It almost feels like it needs to be something there.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like we have to expect the unexpected, but we should also expect the expected too. So
Because then it's unexpected.
yeah, that.
There we go. Well,
Damn
I
Loki.
think we're getting close to that time. Do you guys have any final predictions or thoughts before we get into the episode?
I just can't wait to see what happens to Mobius because he's, like I said last week, he's about to get his ass handed to him a little bit.
I feel like Mobius is gonna have such a sad end.
Really?
I'm worried
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
that.
Really?
I'm worried.
Let me hear this wild speculation.
He's just too fun. Like, and he so believes in
Too expensive.
he like believes in the TVA. Yeah, too expensive. And like
Yeah.
that moment in the second episode where the like one hunter guy was being just a jerk to those terrified people, and Mobius is like, you don't need to do that. There are like he seems genuinely kind. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's not gonna go well with where he is.
Right.
So I don't know
Yeah,
that he
he's-
dies or his brain breaks or something, but it's probably gonna be bad.
Oh man, that'd be tragic.
Yeah.
If Owen Wilson die. Owen Wilson never dies. Isn't that a bumper sticker? It should be.
I can't actually think of anything where Owen Wilson has died.
Then I feel like it's due time.
Hey,
Oh, I was gonna say Marley and Me, but that just brought back really
Oh.
sad memories. It's
Oh,
not
man.
he who
Do
dies.
that.
It's okay. Never
it's
mind.
crazy.
It's worse.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was just talking about Marley and Me. I shed many man tears for Marley and Me. But let's move on.
Right. We can't start crying before this episode starts.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that movie will do it to you. So,
Oh,
Mark, I'm excited. You guys ready to get into it?
Let's
Yep.
do it.
Yes.
All right, so let's get
Cue
the
it up.
counter queued up.
I always have a fear that at this exact moment in time, like my just internet's not gonna work at all, but
Oh god.
Right.
it's working. So
You know, I'm really glad this is in the middle of the week and not this weekend when, you know, my town specifically is going to be flooded with literally 1 million people trying to use the internet because they don't want to get out and enjoy the nature of Tahoe.
Oh, wow. All right.
Or they're trying to just post selfies on Instagram.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so I'm going to give the countdown. Everybody watching, what's up? Let's watch this all together, all over the country and all over the world. And we're going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Loki time.
I will say I really love the TVA theme.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have good theme music.
This score has been pretty solid.
Absolutely.
We're definitely getting some Ravonna stuff.
Aren't there a bunch of Mobiuses in the comics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's like
That'd be
clones
cool.
and clones and clones and clones and clones.
So even if he dies, like another one will just pop up.
Ah, you found the workaround for Marvel.
They're all variants. All these guys
Okay.
can die.
So that's how we get Owen Wilson back in case anything bad happens to him.
And the next one drives up on a jet ski.
Yes, he has to.
I did love this moment where Sylvie just like walks away. She's so done.
Right?
Oh,
hey,
we got
Marvel
the
theme.
actual Marvel music.
Right? First time.
It's been a while.
Yeah, first time since Falcon.
Oh, true.
We'll hear it again in Black Widow.
Mhm.
Does that mean this is going to be an epic episode?
I hope so. I love the green and gold on this. It works so well.
It looks really good.
Right? Why is this giving me like Force Awakens vibes?
Asgard. New Asgard.
I hope Luke's not
Old
there
Asgard.
to throw his lightsaber away.
Just,
Oh
yep.
gosh.
Oh, Sylvie Asgard.
Whoa.
Don't tell me they take her as a kid.
That's
Oh my God.
mean.
Wow.
That's messed up.
Dude, she's like 10. What's wrong with you?
Right? What the hell?
I knew they were evil.
Are they evil or are they brainwashed?
You can be brainwashed to be evil.
Is this supposed to be like a little version of Fenrir?
Aw. Look at her little costume.
Right? She'd be right there.
Isn't this the same like jerk hunter that she mind melded with and messed up?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, this Loki is nice.
That's the same guy.
She's so little.
She looks like Loki.
You're right, she does.
Wow.
Oh, that's Renslayer. That's Renslayer.
Yeah, that was. Also, biting. That's not fair.
Oh, she's smart. Yeah, that's a
Damn.
Loki. Look at that. That's a Loki.
That is definitely wow. Yes, this is personal.
Ha.
Okay.
I'm like more on Sylvie's side than I already was.
Me too.
They took her as a kid. What the hell?
Like,
Oh,
she
whoa.
burned a bunch of them to death, but to be fair, they suck.
She about to talk to the timekeepers.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking.
Are they actually gonna be like floating in the sky? Oh shit!
Wow.
Yep.
They actually were floating in the sky.
I would have noped out of there so fast.
All right, I'm out.
Dude, all you saw
Right?
was their red eyes glowing.
Yep.
No, thank you.
That never ends well.
Oh God, no.
I legit didn't expect the timekeepers to be chilling in the penthouse of the building, though. I thought they were somewhere else.
Whoa.
Because she got deprogrammed.
Oh, she's lying.
I bet if she's dead, they pruned her.
Yeah, that wouldn't shock me.
But no, they're probably just going to reset her again.
Weirdly enough, not as bad as I would have expected for him.
No.
Yeah, he did mess up in a major way.
Mhm.
I mean, he
They
did.
fired him.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Those trailer shots.
This is like Vormir aesthetic.
Exactly.
But
Or when it was-
everyone was assuming.
Yeah, and everyone was saying that was Black Widow or something.
Yeah, that was an interesting
Oh yeah.
speculation.
Right?
As if she would
People-
want to talk
people
to
ju-
Loki.
People just want
Right.
to clickbait.
Yeah.
This is so weird that we're getting this info dump after seeing it.
Right.
All right.
Wow.
In apocalypses.
Yeah, that would mess you up.
Right. To see death and destruction your whole life. And no wonder she's messed up.
Think about it. You can't connect with a single person because they're all basically dead.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
Don't get me wrong, this is horrible, but that's a cool view,
Yeah.
What a way to go out.
right?
It's like a sunset. Beautiful sunset.
Yeah.
That's true.
Huh. Whoa.
What a way to go out. If you're gonna go, that's how you go.
What,
That
they
means-
sense them because they touched hands?
Which doesn't make sense because they did that before, breaking their own rules.
What the hell?
You're not friends.
right?
You like abducted him and forced him to do your bidding. That's not a friendship, you weirdo.
What the
Say
hell are they
it.
putting him in?
Why doesn't he just say it?
Right?
The TVA is lying to you,
Asgard?
but I won't tell you.
What the? What?
Oh shit.
What the?
Oh no!
No way!
Lady. Sif.
She actually showed up. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Okay.
She came back to Marvel to do that.
Yep.
But she's going to be in Love and Thunder too, right?
Maybe she punches other people. It's a weird prank. He just cut her hair.
Somebody else is gonna come.
Oh, no.
We just keep doing. Okay.
He's just going to have this on loop.
Block it this time.
Can he not or?
If she's a recreation of a past event, why would she help you escape?
Right?
She's gonna knee him.
Bam.
Yeah. Bam. There we go.
She knows too much. Why would you talk to the person that doesn't know what's going on?
Yeah, he knows something's up.
You gotta. Like, none of this makes sense.
Seriously.
Vampires.
Nice!
Nice.
They've just established vampires in the MCU.
Yep.
Titans. We already know about Titans.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's funny if they're talking about Morbius. Morbius.
Yeah.
She's suspicious.
That's the first time we've seen her suspicious at all.
Because Enchantress was in her head. Remember?
Right. Right.
Don't stand up. Don't stand up. Is she still gonna hit him?
Yep.
Yep. She's gonna
Just
lift him
stand
up and then do
hit
it.
him. Yep.
Ooh, hit him with a verbal punch.
Well, that was worse.
That felt meaner. Yeah.
So that was worse than punching him in the face.
So much for the sympathy play.
Yeah. Whoa. There's a lefty.
How would you know?
So he's just straight up line.
Yeah.
Come on, Loki. You don't believe that shit.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I knew that enchantment was sensual.
You called it, Caleb.
Some damn good acting here.
Do you think they took them all as kids?
Ooh, that's a good one. They wouldn't
Good
remember
question.
as well if
Mhm.
they did.
Right?
Yeah. The only thing that makes me question that is the hunter that was C20 that was remembering going to the bar.
Yeah.
Mm.
Boom.
Knockout.
Look at her.
Yeah, she knows something's up.
She remembers stuff.
Uh-huh.
She got touched?
Yeah, she got controlled at the end of 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Loki got away.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Right when they met the first guy. Whoa.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's definitely way too culty.
What is she doing?
The hell?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Secret agent.
Come with me if you want to live.
Sort of, yeah.
Little bit. Is there Terminator moment?
They left so that Sylvie could use her magic. This is weird music that she listens to in her office.
Very old-timey.
Yeah.
It's simultaneously like old school, but like sci-fi.
Futuristic, yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna take less than 6 episodes for Loki to break the TVA.
It's facts.
Mm-hmm.
She's just trying to distract him.
That's some serious brainwashing.
Oh, yeah. Of course they do.
What?
They're gonna like reprimand him. He's about to get pruned.
Mm.
He's asking way too many questions.
She's lying.
Of course she's lying.
Yes.
You can't handle the truth.
Lies.
Oh, does she like him? Like him?
I'm not trusting anything from her.
Nope.
She's not sweet talking. Get him draw drunk.
Against time. Man,
Really on
she
about the
is
sacred timeline
good.
thing. Ooh, what's he doing?
What are you doing?
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Switched him out. Okay, all right.
What did he take?
Her temp pad.
Tempad.
Mm.
Told you.
It's because Loki planted the seed in his head.
She's trying to get him toasted.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she woke you up.
Here we go. She can only access them. Huh.
This is so sad.
Right? It's a messed up life.
I think you gotta take the collar off. Oh, apparently not. Would you be
Wow.
standing in the rain for this? I think I would have gone inside.
Me too. I would have maybe wanted to get dry, but that's maybe just me.
They could have opened the portal inside the store. Like, they didn't need to be in the rain at all.
It's
Right.
for dramatic effect. Let them be
Yeah.
dramatic.
Oh.
Oh. It might be turning into my favorite episode so far.
Getting
Wow,
forward
she's gonna
progress.
start a TVA revolution.
Revolution. Yep.
Nice.
Nice. Go Sylvie, honestly.
Do they all have, like, barracks where they sleep?
You'd think so. Maybe
Do
some
they
giant.
sleep?
Because, like, why wouldn't he go there? Why is he in the like archives?
Right.
That looks like ancient technology.
Okay.
Deceased.
What the hell did they do to her?
They pruned her.
Because she knew too much.
Yep. She remembered.
Wow. She knows. She knew.
Renslayer.
Oh, looking like a Scooby-Doo villain.
Ruh-roh.
They literally have her head like turned
Right?
in the freaking screen.
Can he like hide? I would have hid. versus some weird omnipotent beings that control the free will?
I'd go with the Lokis right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's being fully legit.
I do love that the second Loki walked in, he's like, this is all weird and not good. And now they're like, hey, you were not wrong.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Like
Oh.
you. Hi, Renslayer.
Yeah, shit.
Yep.
You didn't think that out very well, did you, Mobius?
Yeah, I think you have something in mind. My life.
Did you think these ones know?
Probably.
The 90s to ride a jet ski.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh no! Oh, Caitlin!
What?
What?
What did I call?
No way! They just proved Owen Wilson.
Good call, Caitlin. That's what's up.
Damn.
I expected that episode like 6.
We got 2 Owen Wilson episodes.
You don't know that? They could grab another one. Maybe there's clones of him. Maybe
That's
they'll
what's
just
gonna
steal
happen.
another variant. None of these TVA agents are like curious or upset.
They're not even questioning it.
That's how fascism works.
Yep. Two Lokis are going to take down the entirety of the TVA.
She's putting on a great act.
Killing like all of your friends.
She has that Loki vibe, like she knows exactly what's going on. She wants to be exactly where she is right now.
Yeah,
She's so
right?
tired of everybody just like Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Loki, look, you have the same amount of security.
Mm.
I guess she's gonna take him to the timekeepers.
Do you think the timekeepers are real, or do you think they're just like statues that are lit up?
Like,
Wizard
what
of
if they
Oz
turn on the
style.
lights and it's just like puppets or something? Or it's
Right?
just...
This is a great shot.
You're awful?
You're a monster.
You exist. It's gonna be so stupidly small.
Mm-hmm.
Or she doesn't remember.
Wow. Well, you done pissed Sylvie off. Timekeepers.
Man, Renslayer is awful.
She's the worst.
I love it.
This has serious Ghostbuster vibes.
Right?
Those don't look real.
I like
That looks like some TV shit.
What? Those look like
Wow.
Star Wars things.
kind of goofy.
Right? Really? Dramatic effect. Come on, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
She about to
Come on,
die.
Hunter B15.
Oh,
Always.
oh dear. And she got the sword.
Come on, Hunter. Set off another time nuke.
Damn.
Those things have to be fake. They're not reacting. It has to be some like Wizard of Oz thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
She was like 10. You need to take it down a notch.
Seriously.
You think Sylvie gets
Oh.
proved?
Damn. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yes!
Yep.
We called that.
Wizard of Oz nonsense.
Robots.
So it is Kang, probably, huh?
It's gotta be.
If this is Kang, oh my god.
Yeah, he's the one who's probably giving the orders.
Turn
We'll find out
around,
this
buddy.
episode.
What the hell is gonna happen the last 2 episodes?
Maybe they have to go back to the beginning of time.
That'd be cool.
Oh, don't do this.
I'm not gonna tell. What's it
This
gonna
is cool
say?
seeing him look blue, kind of frost giant-y.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Very true.
Is he in love? What is
Ew,
this?
I don't like
Oh
this.
god. Don't do it.
He is. He's gonna kiss her.
What?
Oh.
Loki just got what?
Do it.
That I did not see coming. No, you don't get off that easy, babe.
They just killed Loki?
They screwed Loki!
What the hell?
We gotta wait. There has to be an after credit scene after that. Come on.
Oh, there's gotta be.
Hey, do you think they actually die when they get pruned?
That's what I was thinking.
Whoops.
Holy hell.
I clicked off.
There's no way he's dead.
I don't think there's a credit, is there? Oh yeah, there is.
Wow.
Hey, this means Mobius. If Loki's not dead, maybe Mobius isn't too.
They did
Right.
just kill off the 2 biggest actors in this
Exactly.
series.
Exactly.
In the
episode
4th
4
episode.
of 6.
The rest of it is just like Sylvie and Renslayer.
Oh my god. B-15.
Yeah, I loved B-15. She was great.
This is my favorite episode so far. I don't know about you guys.
Yep.
I can agree with that.
Damn. I mean, this is a great series.
What the heck?
Poor little 10-year-old Sylvie that got abducted.
Right? It didn't seem like she did anything wrong. I was cool to see Sif back, too.
That was cool.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. Well, we'd heard those rumors, though, but I didn't expect it to actually happen.
Are you guys at the end scene yet?
No.
No.
I skipped ahead.
So I guess it exists?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Should be any second here.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go.
Oh, look. Loki's not dead.
Huh.
Oh, there's old Loki.
Whoa!
Oh!
What the hell?
All right.
Whoa! What?
That music
Was
at
that
the end
just,
is
like,
cool.
3 different Lokis?
Yeah, it was.
Was that 3 different Lokis or was that a Thor on the left?
There were rumors we were gonna get Throg, so
The little kid was holding some type of animal.
Reptilian
Reptile.
thing.
that's gonna be.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they get what's it called? What's it called? Pronged or
Harpoon, yeah.
once they're pruned,
Like
they
Crocodile.
enter the realm of the variants where the rest of them exist.
Interesting. Well, first of all, welcome back to the Illuminerdi post-rate recap for Loki, episode number 4. It was crazy. Go ahead,
Yep.
TC.
Oh yeah, this episode had a lot in it. I think it was freaking fantastic. We learned a lot. I mean, it was crazy. The reveal at the end, the fact that Mobius snapped out of it, and just the timekeeper twist. I mean, we all kind of saw it coming that they looked goofy. They looked like Star Wars props, as someone said. I was like, no way is that going to be the actual timekeepers.
Right.
But overall, fantastic episode. I think it's I would say it's the best one so far.
Easily. This might be
yeah.
one of my favorite Marvel Disney Plus episodes yet.
Oh wow. Wow. Tell me more.
I mean, it's easily my top Loki one. I think I think we can all agree that this is number 1 on our list, or at least close to it. But this tops actually, I think, a lot of Falcon Winter Soldier and WandaVision episodes for me.
Yeah, it was interesting for me because I thought the cool thing about this episode was, one, that how many of the guesses that we got right, particularly King Caitlin, and then
Right.
two, it was really interesting to seeing how like almost every person in the episode's belief system was kind of turned upside down. I think that just made it a lot more interesting. And one of my problems with the show up until this point is I didn't know what the show was about or what they're trying to do, and they did a really good job of focusing it and getting us ready for the final dash for these last 2 episodes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone keeps saying Wizard of Oz moment in the chat. Comic Concept says it. I haven't seen Wizard of Oz, so what are we
what?
talking about?
In the
I had
Wizard
never
of
seen
Oz,
it.
What?
in the Wizard of Oz, the wizard
that possible?
itself is like a big fake projection, and that whole pay no attention to the man,
To the
behind,
man
the
behind the
curtain.
curtain.
It's the one controlling it. So the
Ah,
timekeepers
okay.
are the wizard of the Wizard of Oz. So who's the one controlling it?
So
Gotcha.
note to TC, go see Wizard of Oz, man.
Dude, like,
I have to.
I haven't seen a lot of classic movies, but damn.
Yeah, I literally thought everyone saw that.
Right?
So what did you guys think about the because we got the hints last episode, we were speculating. What did you guys think of the full-on Loki romance?
No, thank you.
I made everyone uncomfortable.
Yeah. That's my only complaint about this episode. That was super uncomfortable.
Like,
Is that-
why?
Is that
Why?
incestuous? I gotta do the math.
Yes.
It's kind of crazy.
I mean,
Oh,
no,
Don't
it's like
but
a hand.
still,
Like
no
think about it too hard.
thanks.
You're messing
Even
with yourself.
Renslayer was like, nope.
Like, yeah, when probably the bad guy of this series says no to that, you know you're doing something a little screwy.
right?
That's like the only time I've agreed with Renslayer. I'm like, good call.
Yeah.
And we definitely got a lot of Renslayer this episode. We really got to see her motives, and I think like one of the highlights of her this episode was seeing the conversation between her and Mobius as she tried to get him wasted. What you guys think of that scene?
Ooh, I'm so curious about her, but that scene was really cool because you could tell she wanted him to just go with it because she did not want to have to get rid of him.
Uh-huh.
I liked it. I like Mobius in that scene too. He was very sly. as soon as he grabbed her, her transporter or whatever, we're like, okay, yeah, we know where it's going.
Right.
Absolutely. Do you think that that the what's it called, the temp pad? Do you think it's going to come into play anymore?
It has to, right?
It
Or do
kind of is like their everything. It's how they travel through time. It's how they have data collected. It's like,
Their biggest tool.
yeah, it's kind of the key to the castle.
Yeah, the biggest tool outside of Renslayer.
Dude, she's interesting because she started as a TVA agent. So does that mean she herself is also a variant?
Must be. Right?
I would think she has to be, right? But then she's more bought into all this than anybody.
Yeah, because if she's a variant, she knows that, like, she wasn't surprised by the robot head.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, who's controlling everything? I think that's the $1 million question that everybody wants to know. Who
Right.
set up the timekeepers to look that way? Who? I think maybe that might be like the final reveal in the last episode.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be Kang, right? I mean, if it's anybody else, it'll be kind of lame, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's either got to be Kang or it's got to be Kang through Renslayer.
That's
Right.
gotta be Kane. Sorry, is anybody? No. Okay, WWE.
Oh.
You're like, not Wizard of Oz, WWE.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it before. I don't know if we actually see Jonathan Majors show up, but I think we'll definitely get that illusion by the end of the last episode. I mean, because like the interesting thing about this episode is it really like now the show is about something, and it's really like a true mystery where it's like, okay, well, how are they gonna take care of this crazy, like answer all these questions and take down the TVA and move on? And plus, there's rumors of Loki season 2, so if that's the case, maybe the TVA isn't going to be taken down. Like, there's so much going on. A lot of balls are juggling.
Here we go. Comic Concept said Miss Minutes is being set up as the villain.
I literally, when I saw that, went, wait, what about Miss Minutes? Because she's sort of alive, isn't she? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Is it like a sentient program, kind of like Jarvis, or is it like?
I was gonna say it's like
Maybe.
somebody downloaded into her, maybe, and is using her.
I
as
imagine it's like even more advanced than Jarvis.
Sure.
How do they control magic? Because that seems really big, and it also is not the biggest part of the story so far.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
and
you
then,
mean the TVA?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's like they set up in Thor. It's not really magic. It's just technology we don't understand.
Yeah, and then
What's Loki's technology that controls magic, though? Because it's just him.
Right.
Speaking of Thor, what do you guys think of Lady Sif's reappearance back into the
awesome.
MCU?
I love Sif. I love that she showed up just to punch Loki. But she was brutal, man.
Are you shocked?
Even when she didn't punch Loki, it was like worse.
This is payback for the moment in Dark World, which like betray him and I'll kill you.
Jamie Alexander is down to pop up wherever. She's like,
I know she's been in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and
just give me a call. I'll be there.
Ride or die. Yep.
Seriously.
Do you think we'll get any other cameos from the the larger MCU?
Let's get Thor. Let's get
I don't
Thor in
think
here
we're
for
gonna
this
get
side.
actual Thor. I think they're gonna play with it and have variant Thors, because like one of the variants was holding a hammer. So
Yeah.
You-
Right
you know-
now, we have the screenshot up of the new Lokis, and I guess it's Thor, kind of hanging out.
There's a Black Thor, Richard E. Grant Loki, Kid Loki, and
and a
what looks like
crocodile,
Crocodile Loki?
crocodile low key.
Croco Loki? And it looks like it's in some kind of maybe decimated New York. So that maybe looks like Avengers Tower to the right.
Yeah, it does. Is that suit like comic book accurate, the spandex one? Because
That would be
That's-
amazing if it
It
is.
that's
does.
rough.
No, I feel
Looks
like it's
very,
1960s,
Okay.
Yellow and yeah.
Yeah.
like the original Loki look.
Yeah, because it was like when Wanda and Vision were like that for Halloween.
And what is going on with that hammer? What is that made of?
Great question,
Awesomeness.
right?
Just badassery.
Yeah.
Okay, so what this last scene does is it promises that we're going to get some big action coming up. We got swords, we got hammers.
It's about
got
time we get
nostalgia.
some action.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Actually, on the same note, one of the things that did disappoint me about the episode was the action scenes. I felt like they're really staged, like
It's
TV show.
like a
action.
little
bit.
slow motion too.
Yeah. I mean, you could see Tom Hiddleston bracing for the punch before it came.
Yeah.
Like,
A little bit.
just expect more from $150 million production. Get some choreographers up in there.
Like, he kind of cheat and say that they were messing with time and he had already felt the punch.
Yeah, they could.
I mean, this is no Shang-Chi, all right? This is Loki. Not really known for hand-to-hand combat, so.
Shang-Chi is going to be awesome with the action stuff. I can't wait for that one.
It better be.
Well, now that we got Abomination and Wong in there.
Hey,
Okay, so
they tore. Oh, sorry. As I
Go
said,
ahead.
they tore Iron Fist apart with Iron Fist season 1, I think, in terms of the choreography. So all the
That
martial
was
arts,
a
fanatics are going to be.
That was hard to watch.
Yeah, kind of along the same train of like things I didn't quite appreciate as much about the episode. Marvel's doing it again. Death doesn't seem to have any consequences.
I agree with you on this one.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
this one was kind of hard just because, like, Loki's already died once, and then the whole him
To
being taken
be
to the timeline.
fair, they never technically said they killed them. They said they pruned them. We all just assumed they died.
Right, for sure.
and we found out that they didn't, but still, like, come on, Marvel. Oh man.
How many
And
times
we'll
does
see
Loki
how
have to
this
die?
whole thing works out next episode.
I mean, cause you think about it, like almost every character has died and came back somehow, Like, I'm not even just talking about the snap. Like, there's been several, like, oh, you're dead, and Nick Fury just pops back up. Oh, I ain't dead. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, right.
What's going on here?
It's like they sent him to like the Phantom Zone, kind of, or whatever zone
Yeah,
that they're
I'm
in.
curious about that. Are they in like another
yeah.
dimension?
I mean, I'm sure they might have mentioned it in Ragnarok or another movie, but he did mention hell. And I don't really recall them talking about that much in the Marvel universe. So, like, my small understanding is like hell in Marvel comics is like its own kind of pocket dimension. That's similar to what we think of as hell.
I mean, this also completely blows up the sacred timeline because they're not on it right now.
Yeah, for sure. Because this can't be on the sacred timeline.
Unless it's the end of it.
That could be it.
Because they were always saying that the timekeepers were toiling away and figuring out the epilogue of the universe. Maybe that's just where they dump everyone.
The sacred timeline dumping grounds.
Yeah.
So, is the crocodile Loki, is that a substitute for Throg?
That'd be a weird move.
That would be a little weird.
Yeah, it needs to be a frog. Okay, if they're gonna,
If they're gonna do anything, it better be a frog Thor. Yeah.
Sorry about that time. I turned you into a frog. I mean, they set that up in Ragnarok. It's gotta come into play at some point. And the snake thing.
The snake.
Right. I could really see Chris Hemsworth really like going full for it, doing that voice though. I could see that happening. Like,
oh god, me too.
Yeah. What was that?
That would be amazing.
All
right?
That's how he gets his cameo.
So where did Mobius go when they pruned him? Did he go to some alternate world with a bunch of other Mobiuses, different versions of Mobius?
Oh, that's
God.
a good point. Maybe it's not like all the variants in one spot. Maybe it's all of a single variant.
That could be it. Maybe they have like a variant, a dimension for each variant or something.
Ooh. Okay, so Comic Concept just put an interesting idea into the chat. He says they're on Battle Worlds. Are you guys familiar with Battle Worlds?
That's
the
the
name.
Secret Wars thing, right?
Exactly. Battle World. So essentially, he's not the Grandmaster, but he's similar to like the Grandmaster, and he gets all the different versions of characters and he makes them literally battle, kind of like Mortal Kombat style on Battle World, and that's what Secret Wars is.
So like Sakaar with different versions of the same people.
Right. Exactly. That was the setup for the original Secret Wars.
Wow.
So, I mean, it makes sense that they're kind of like teasing that idea, so at least can get an idea, because that has to be where the big next Avenger movie is going.
Right.
Yeah, no casualties. Can't have people around at all.
For sure.
Zack Snyder. Man. Sorry.
Oh God.
It's all good. What other comments we got going on in the chat? Let's see here.
Glenn Grant says, I don't think it was incest. I thought of it like they're saying that you're interested in people like you, and we all know that he's a narcissist and he's just attracted to the same person he is. So,
I mean, yeah.
I don't want to think about it.
Y'all said maybe Mobius got sent to the nightmare zone he was telling Loki about in the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
Which might be hell anyways.
Yeah, it could be.
All right. Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
So Glenn Grant says maybe Mobius sent to Nightmare Zone he was telling Loki about on the first episode. Yeah, so I mean, like, that sounds like it. I believe it sounds like it, yeah.
Very well could be.
Yeah, I mean...
How did Mobius know about that, but not know, like, anything else?
Right?
H-Town Boss says, the show is trash. So tell us what you really think.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I disagree.
I'm not gonna lie. Before this
welcome to your
episode,
opinion.
Before this episode, if this episode like didn't like give us some good stuff, I was about to say that like WandaVision had me more intrigued and had me more like engulfed in it than Loki did at that point. But now this episode kind of, changed
saved
that.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
This is a definite crossroads right here.
Yeah.
Glad it went
I can see why Tom Hiddleston said, I think he said it was like this episode at the beginning of 5. So, I mean, the beginning of 5 has got to follow up on all these Lokis.
Woo. All right, let's get our predictions for how the new Lokis and Thors or whatever they are going to fit into the end of the series.
Oh, I just think they're going to blow everything up. Like, I think the sacred timeline's going to be gone. We are got all this multiverse stuff coming up.
Yeah. Well, a couple of things I was thinking that we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen more of that like decimated New York scene, the one in all purple that we saw in the trailers, and we also haven't seen the one where Loki goes back to like looking like 2012 Loki in Stark Tower. Which is glorious. And,
or President Loki or Loki on the throne of Asgard.
Any of those. So we got a lot to get to in the next 2 episodes.
I hope that like all that stuff isn't just like a quick montage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch it be.
Right.
Right. It could be different variant Lokis, and we're gonna like see them really quickly.
So what's the end game for all these Lokis? Like them being put back into their respective timelines, or?
Right.
They probably just want to break free out of that limbo zone that they're in. So they're down to take down the TVA however it goes.
It could.
I mean, that'd be my best guess.
Oh, yeah.
How long do you think the TVA has actually been around?
It's a great question.
I just want to know who's pulling the strings.
Yeah, me too.
Do you think we're going to get, like, at the end, kind of like a big boss battle? So I'm not thinking, like, who is there to, like...
Who's the big boss?
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be really Renslayer. Like...
Yeah, we just saw her finally.
Right.
I can't wait to see Sylvie go at her, like, full bore.
I am very excited for that interrogation.
Oh, yeah.
I
So
want
what
to
else
see
you got
more
going
of
on the chats?
Hunter B15 too.
yeah,
I thought she did really well in this episode. Like when she kind of comes out of the memory and it just that moment of I looked happy. Oh, that was
Right.
so gut wrenching.
Mm.
I was kind of bummed we didn't actually see it like we did with C20, but I mean, it had the impact.
Hmm.
So what do you guys think is the larger significance? I mean, it's the name of the episode of the Nexus event happening.
I mean, it's weird because it can't be just that they touched because they did that in 3.
Mhm.
So is it the whole like that they cared about each other thing? 'Cause that seems
The
weird.
power of love.
Yeah,
Was it the power of love?
that seems
Oh,
really,
Lord.
really weird to me. And like, I just logically, I don't understand that. But man, yeah, I don't know. It was something that because that was really, really big and really fast. And again, it
Yeah.
broke the rules they'd already established, but none of the rules actually count because the TVA lies about everything. So
Right. So we have a couple of different images flashing on the live stream, and one of them was the scene of Lady Loki and Loki sitting, kind of waiting for the end of their doom. And when it was happening, we kind of brought up the trailer, and the trailer it really did seem like they were like at least implanting the maybe idea that was Vormir and all kinds of stuff. What do you think about that kind of like low key misdirection as far as what's happening with the story?
I thought it was
Yeah.
great. I thought it was great. I mean, you have that immediate reaction to Vormir of like the Soul Stone and all the loss and everything, and so the fact that we didn't get that, but really we did get a similar vibe because it was this moment of everything's gonna die and they're about to die.
Similar
You know?
vibe, yeah.
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 So I thought it was a really good misdirect. But I thought it was interesting that it was something that we really had considered. That because they also teased it with the whole witch like Nexus events or whatever that had happened when she set off all the time bombs basically, and Vormir was one of them. So that also kind of played into the possibility with it.
Mhm.
There was also another cool. It seemed like a throwaway line, but it really wasn't, and it seemed like you guys really caught on to it. It was the line about there being vampires in the MCU. Getting us ready for Blade. Yeah,
Blade.
yeah.
Yep.
They're sowing seeds.
Oh man.
Or Morbius if Sonyverse ever wants to do something and cross over at some point.
I'm just gonna stick with Blade.
Yeah, I mean, it was
So
an
hyped.
interesting throwaway. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did very well of having that not be a big deal.
Totally.
Everything else that was happening.
Like we had that whole episode and we got our first mention of MCU vampires, so that nice job.
Yep.
Blade is in phase 5 or phase 6.
They haven't
It's-
confirmed a date yet, but I would assume phase 4.
It's definitely in development now because they're casting
Yeah.
the leads right now.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so I would assume 2 years from now probably is probably a safe bet.
Yeah. I think earliest is late next year, but probably 2023.
And that's not rated R, right? It's going to be PG-13 or
Absolutely.
Probably, yeah.
Absolutely.
Probably.
I think Deadpool is going to be the only one rated R, which, I mean, I'm glad Deadpool at least is going to be rated R.
I mean, are we getting a Deadpool? Like, what's going on?
Oh, we're definitely getting Deadpool. They've got the writers for they've got the Bob's Burgers writers doing it.
Yeah, they're taking their time though, man. Like,
Yeah.
2 came out in 2017,
18.
18.
It was right after Infinity War.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I
That was a
don't
great
know.
movie.
This will be interesting to see how they not just with Deadpool, but they bring all this together and all these different characters together and all the different rumors you have with like
Yeah.
other variants. You know, there's all these crazy rumors about Tom Cruise as Iron Man and all this kind of stuff. It's really interesting that they're really saying, sowing these seeds.
Yeah. They still got the mutants to work in too.
Absolutely. I mean,
and the first family.
Oh yeah.
Four.
Can't wait for that.
Such a missed opportunity to not do Fantastic Four in Phase 4.
right?
Well,
It could be the last movie.
You know what? I wouldn't be shocked if Fantastic Four is Phase 4's last movie.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense. Phase 4. Come on, it's marketing rights itself.
Right?
Exactly.
No
Seriously.
doubt. I mean, I assume so. I mean, the amount of talk that's been about it, and he's presented the art for it, so it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I mean, that got announced at Disney Investor Day. I mean, I would be shocked if it's not in Phase 4.
There we go. There we go. All right. Do we have any other comments in the comment section for us to address?
Let's see what we got. Comic Concept said, I think it might be the Time Twister. I believe they're an evil version of the Timekeepers, like the real ones.
Never heard of them. That's interesting.
Me neither. Okay.
That would suggest that there were or are real ones that do exist. And if there are or were, what happened to them? Where are they? And
right.
Are they also obsessed with the idea of the sacred timeline?
Yeah. Also, if the one image of C20 that keeps flashing up, damn C20. Oh man.
That was so sad. She's just like,
messed up.
I like margaritas. You have to die now.
So Glenn Grant says, imagine if they cameo Wesley Snipes as the vampire variant they mentioned.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. That would be
great.
Perfect.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Right. We can hold out hope for season 2. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right, Krishna, our own Illumineri's own Krishna Manoj says, this is my favorite episode. Hey, can't argue.
All right.
I agree.
Definitely.
Can't argue.
Yep. I did think it was funny that we saw Sylvie's origin and then she had to explain the origin.
That was kind of
right.
That was weird.
Yeah.
It's bad storytelling.
Felt unnecessary.
And
then you showed it.
Right. And then I forgot Wunmi's name in the show, but at the same time, she told her story and they didn't show it. It was like, well, I would have liked to see that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, there you go. All right, well, let's do some final predictions for the next episode. Episode number 5. You think it's gonna pick off right where it left off, or you can have like a time jump, jump back?
No,
I hope so.
No. I hate that. It ends with them, showing the 3 Loki. Let's start there. Let's start with them. I think it's gonna be funny just seeing the old guy in the costume, the old Loki. I think
that's great.
It's gonna be some comedy and stuff, but then we're also gonna find out like what that world is like, are they banished to that realm or what's going on? So I think
out of it,
I think it's gonna be super interesting. It might be another top episode. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Richard E. Grant is a big actor. He's it's weird to see him in the saggy 1960s
How they
outfit.
dressed.
So
Oh
I mean, like there has to be
very reminiscent of the Vision costume.
Right, and there has to be a reason like why he accepted that role. And I know like wasn't he going to play Mr. Sinister in the Fox X-Men universe? I believe he was up for Mr. Sinister. So like, I want to see what's up with the old Loki. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's gonna he's gonna drop some gems, give some good wisdom, but he's still a Loki, so I really want to know how he fits in.
I want to see what's up with Crocodile Loki.
He's got the little helmet on his head.
He's the leader.
Great. Oh, of course, they're all following him.
Yep.
He rules the entire dimension.
A little kid, Loki looks like a little snot-nosed punk too. It looks like
of course he does.
Might be a Game of Thrones, that Joffrey type character.
Well, if he's literally done nothing and you're like, man, that snot-nosed punk.
Look at his face.
I don't like your face.
The whole U.S. agent thing when he first came into Falcon, everybody hated him from episode 1.
Yeah.
He has a punchable face. Everyone did that.
He really did.
Not the kid. U.S. agent.
U.S. agent. Yeah.
So Josh says, old Loki looks so sad in that shot, and it is true.
He does.
What he's wearing.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, look what does my career come to.
Old Loki looking like he's been through some shit.
Hey, look who he's standing next to. Like, he's in this weird spandex outfit with a cape, and then there's like a badass Thor. Like,
right?
I look sad too, man.
Seriously.
So let's get some predictions for the Crocky Loki. What's gonna happen with him?
Croaky.
Oh, I so hope he's literally the one in charge.
Oh god. If he talks, I'm done.
Will he talk? That's the thing, man.
Right.
Well, comic concept, so that's probably the one that was talking. That would be
Oh
hilarious.
my god, right? That'd be great.
There we go. All right, well, let's go around, let's give our final thoughts, and start getting this wrapped up. Richard, tell me a little bit what your final thoughts on the episode, and then what you're looking forward to for next one.
I mean, great episode. This is kind of the craziness that we expected when we heard that Loki was going to get his own series. I mean, we saw the flashback with Sif was amazing. You know, him getting to Mobius finally. Loki and Mobius died. Sort of. They got pruned, sort of, in this episode. And I just can't wait for next week to find out what the hell's going on in that Loki world and what's going to happen these last 2 episodes.
Hey, absolutely. TC, what are your thoughts?
Fantastic episode. Why can't all Loki episodes be like this episode? I mean,
they had to build, man. They had to build.
I get it. Yeah, the first one's slow, but no, I loved it. I liked that we actually, moved the plot forward and found some stuff out. Timekeepers are a farce, and it's got some mystery that it's got going on to the next episode. So just, yeah, I liked it a lot, and I can't wait to see. They left a great cliffhanger at the end, so I can't wait to start the next episode there.
Right.
There we go. Caitlin, what are your final thoughts?
I thought it was like, I'm just going to say the same thing as them. I thought it was great. I loved that we saw the TVA agents waking up. I'm hoping we're going to get to see more of that. I thought Loki was really, really cool in this episode, as was Sylvie. Kind of that moment of Loki being like, oh my God, did I make friends? That doesn't happen. This is great. So I thought it was great. Renslayer is, don't get me wrong, she's been intriguing the whole time, but like she just got way more interesting to me.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
I always dig a villain that's just super conniving. So I mean, I think for me, don't get me wrong, I'm very interested in this like Planet Loki or Battle World or whatever it ends up being. But I also really want to know what's actually going on at the TVA. I want to know what's up with Renslayer, because like she had to have known that the timekeepers weren't real, and if she didn't, that seems worse somehow.
Yeah,
so
well.
I really want to see what goes on with that, and I kind of hope Sylvie gets a happy ending.
I hope so.
What would be a happy ending for her?
I almost wish they could make her 10 years old again, and they could just return her.
Not miss out on her entire childhood and
life.
Not
grow up in apocalypses. Just kind of go back and be playing with the boat.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I like that. Yeah, I mean, for me, this answered a lot of questions that I wanted to get answered. It was definitely a more intriguing episode than the last one I felt, and it definitely wasn't filler. What I really expect next episode is for more of the recruitment of the revolution, whether it's within the TVA or without it or outside of it. And I really hope we get an answer, not necessarily next episode, but definitely hope we get an answer by the end of the series about what's going on with the timekeepers and who's really pulling the strings, because that'd be weak. That'd be weak if we did.
Yeah, we gotta know. We gotta know.
For sure.
What if they wait till the end? You're not going to be happy if they wait till the end, the very last episode.
I mean, that's actually what
I was going to say. You want it next episode?
Yeah, I think that essentially that it's going to be like a recruitment. I mean, it's going to be action, but they're going to just be kind of like gathering all the forces.
Will you be disappointed if it's not Kang?
It just wouldn't make sense if it wasn't, right?
Yeah, like especially because we know Kang's coming at some point.
Yeah, I think for me, if it's not Kang, I'm going to be even more curious about what that means. Like, I don't know that I'd be disappointed. It'd just be like, okay, then where are you going with this?
You know, that's the thing with me, too, is like, I don't think this is like a Mephisto situation with WandaVision where we're all like disappointed they didn't show up. Like, if it's Kang, awesome. I'll be excited to see him. But if it's not, there's still enough, that we don't know about it to make it really interesting, whatever happens.
Did you see this Shay comment?
Yeah.
Oh God. What are you doing, Shay? I love Shay.
On that note, let's wrap it up for this week. This edition of our Marvel Watch Alongs. We'll be back here next Tuesday, 11:40 Pacific time, getting ready for episode number 5. I'm Braxton Timberlake. Yeah,
I'm
say
TZ.
there you go.
Richard Evans.
Caitlin Tyrrell.
There we go. We are the Illuminerdi. Signing off. Take care, y'all.
See you guys.